What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the new weekly discussion points from Ace Trainer Australia. Now, we're going to be covering each and every City Championships weekend that's going on in Australia over the next 5 to 6 weeks. Starting, of course, with our first episode, a double episode based on the Tasmanian City Championships that took place. Now, at Ace Trainer Australia, we are a predominantly Masters covering site, so I won't be covering any junior or senior content. However, you can keep up with all that content on our website and on our Facebook page at Ace Trainer Australia if you haven't seen them. First of all, I'd like to welcome you guys to the new YouTube channel. This is hopefully going to be a weekly series, which will give you guys plenty of time to check in with what's going on in Australia in a nice short video format, hopefully under 10 minutes. So this week we're going to be discussing both Tasmanian City Championships, the winning decks, a meta discussion, and a couple of predictions for what might do well in Perth. Let's start off straight away with our Week 1 Part 1. So as you can see here, we had a total of 24 players in the first round, and some interesting information for you guys. There was only 3 Vespiquen decks on the first day, only 2 Entei, and about 3 Yveltal decks as well, as you can see by the graph, and only a couple of Night March. Now, this sort of field here really lends itself to small attackers, and it especially lends itself to Yveltal, baby Yveltal, with a 1 energy attack for 30. In first place for Day 1, we had Michael Khan with Vespiquen Night March, a very powerful deck. Second place, Perry Dean with Yveltal and Zoroark. Third place, Samir Sangwan, playing the same list as Michael Khan, I believe, with Vespiquen Night March. And fourth place, Manectric Crobat, piloted by Ellis Longhurst. I'd like to give a special shout out to Jake Cruz for providing us with all of this information. You can check his website out on the net and on our Facebook page. So, again, Michael's deck playing the very standard sort of Night March list with the added benefit of Vespiquen to get a lot of power out of your double colorless energy. A lot of people have opted now in this time frame to go for the Bronzong build of Night March to be able to recover metal energy from your discard pile and attack with Pumpkaboo. However, Michael's main goal, of course, was just to streamline his attackers as quickly as possible using Vespiquen and using the Joltigs and the Pumpkaboos. In second place, Perry playing Yveltal Zoroark, obviously a very strong meta choice for the day. Lots of Pokemon that baby Yveltal deals with very well. With a Muscle Band, it is going to deal with Combees, and with just 1 energy, it is going to deal with Joltik and Pumpkaboo and recycle energy onto your bench. Samir, again, the same as Michael, a very strong meta choice, playing a lot of low hit point but very high efficient Pokemon that only give up 1 prize, and very streamlined with trainers such as Battle Compressor, Trainer's Mail, versus Seeker to be able to go through your deck very quickly. In fourth place, Ellis playing Manectric Crobat, I think a very, very strong meta-dependent deck that works very well against small decks. However, the matchup can be quite skewed with a slow start. If you're unable to stream 2 prizes every turn, they are eventually going to just win by taking an extra prize. And a couple of surprises in the top 8 here. I think 6th place with Gardevoir, James Quinn, a strong player, and it's very surprising to see a Gardevoir deck come out and do so well, but with the massive HP that Gardevoir provides, you can survive. You can survive from attacks like Night March and from Vespiquen's Be Revenge, and are long enough to be able to take out your 6 prizes in a game. So congratulations to the Day 1, and we're going to have a look at Day 2 now. Day 2, we see quite a similar style of decks, however, a few notable differences. This time, our top 4, Michael Khan winning back-to-back cities here with Vespiquen Night March, the same list, I'm led to believe. Stephen Filipovsky in second, playing Lucario with Hammers, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. Ellis Longhurst reprising her top 4 performance from day 1 with a 3rd place finish with the same deck, Manectric Crobat, and Blake Davies playing Entei Charizard with a Gallade Tech. As we go down the list, we can see that there are now 5 Vespiquen decks, so a lot of the meta had changed a little bit. I think after day 1, people realized just the extreme power that Vespiquen can bring in a field if you get good matchups in your Night March list. And we're seeing even more Entei, which is highly regarded as a very skill-based matchup against Vespiquen and against Night March. Being able to minimize 30 damage with Entei's attack, plus an Assault Vest, bringing it to 70, and even if you manage to get a second Assault Vest on the Entei, you're taking 110 less damage every turn. And for Night March to knock you out, they're going to need 11 Pokemon in the discard pile, which is nearly all of their Night Marches, which makes the game very hard. However, you have to set up quite quickly with Shaymins, so you do leave yourself open to being Lysandred around quite a lot as Entei. We're seeing even more Yveltal as well, another good card that comes into play like we talked about on the first day. What the main deck that I'm really interested in is just the prevalence of Lucario on the second day. We are seeing 3 or 4 Lucario decks come in, and 2 of them ending up in the top 8. Lucario's attack for 1 energy does 30 damage, with a strong energy 50, with a muscle band 70. So you're really getting up there in damage for just 1 energy. It's very efficient. Playing things like Crobat with Lucario and playing things like Hammers allows you to really control the board and does allow you to trade very efficiently with these weak attackers. Moving on now to our little final point of the day, we are going to be doing a couple of predictions for Perth. Now, I'm not sure the exact amount of people we will be expecting to see. However, I would definitely recommend anyone looking to go into Perth, looking to go to Perth this weekend, definitely recommend testing out Vespiquen in your Night March list, and I definitely recommend trying Yveltal, Baby Yveltal in your Night March lists too, as a great counter to the Mirror and in your Vespiquen decks. I'd like to say good luck to everyone participating this weekend, and I hope you guys enjoyed our new content. I hope we can keep it up for you soon. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.